At Kevin Costner's 1805 Life charity event, Prince Harry found himself in a painfully awkward situation with rockstar Richard Marx that played out in full view of the public. After Marx finished his performance, Harry waited backstage, presumably excited to engage with the rock legend. However, when Marx walked off stage, he seemed completely oblivious to the prince's presence. It was only when someone off-camera hurriedly intervened and introduced the two men that the situation became slightly less embarrassing, but not by much. Marx's reaction to being introduced to Prince Harry wasn't the kind of enthusiastic recognition one might expect when meeting a royal. Instead, he greeted Harry with a look of confusion, followed by what could only be described as polite indifference. For someone who had once commanded the global stage as a beloved royal figure, this brief interaction was a stark reminder of Harry's increasingly diminished stature. Marx, perhaps unsure of how to navigate the moment, offered a lackluster handshake before the conversation fizzled out almost as quickly as it began. The entire uncomfortable moment was captured on video and, to Harry's misfortune, posted on Instagram by Marx's wife, Daisy Fuentes. What made this even more notable was that Fuentes tagged not only Prince Harry, but also a fan account for the Prince and Princess of Wales, a subtle but cutting reminder of the contrast between Harry's current status and the enduring popularity of his brother, Prince William. Once hailed as one of the world's most admired royals, Harry's awkward encounter with Marx reflects a shift in how he is perceived. The public adoration that once surrounded him seems to be fading, and this incident has ignited further conversation about whether the prince is struggling to remain relevant. In the past, such a snub might have been unthinkable, but now it seems emblematic of Harry's struggle to maintain his position in the public eye. This interaction also raises broader questions about Harry's ongoing attempt to navigate life outside the British monarchy. Since stepping down from his royal duties, Harry has faced increasing scrutiny over his decisions, from the tell-all interviews to his lucrative deals with Netflix and Spotify. Yet, despite his continued visibility, encounters like the one with Richard Marx suggest that Harry may be losing the kind of celebrity status he once effortlessly commanded. Critics have begun to wonder whether Harry's star power has irrevocably dimmed. His actions in recent years, from airing grievances about his royal family to embracing a Hollywood lifestyle, have divided public opinion. While some still support his decision to carve out a life of independence, others see it as a misguided attempt to hold on to the fame and influence he once had. As the video of the awkward handshake circulated online, commentators speculated that this incident is indicative of a broader decline in Harry's influence. Where he was once seen as a charming, relatable royal, his recent efforts to maintain a high profile seem to be falling flat. Many believe that he is no longer viewed with the same respect or admiration that once came naturally to him as a working royal. The awkward encounter at Costner's event is more than just an isolated incident. It is a symptom of the shifting tide surrounding Prince Harry's public image. His presence at such high-profile events now seems less like a natural fit and more like an attempt to stay relevant in a world where his royal status no longer carries the weight it once did. Whether Harry can regain the global admiration he once enjoyed remains to be seen. But for now, the uncomfortable moments, like the one with Marx, are starting to define his new reality.